up everyone, it's me, Stef the Alter Nerd, your nerdy alternative, and welcome to another episode of Alter Philosophy, where we use ethical theories and ideas to find out if our favourite characters from film and TV are really good or really bad. Just remember though, one person's bad guy is another person's good guy. Morality is relative. Now, season 1 of Invincible has just had its finale, and during this season we were introduced to Omni-Man. We find out that he's from the planet Viltrum and that they travel to different planets to help improve their societies. They do this though by wiping out all the weakness in the population and conquering the world, killing anyone who resists to rebuild a Viltrum society instead. But in this scenario, is Omni-Man good or evil? Let's have a look at something called the social contract theory. In its basic form, it's the person's moral and or political obligations that are dependent on a contract or agreement, which helps to form a society in which they live. There are many different ideas written about social contract theory. Here, though, I will base my analysis on John Rawls' A Theory of Justice. Now, if you're asking me, Steph, what the hell is this social contract theory and what does John Rawls have to say about it? Well, let's go drop some knowledge. John Rawls describes 2 principles. Now, the first one being the original position. This is essentially someone starting out at square one, finding out what's needed to enable us to cooperate and live together, to create a society and making sure everyone is granted the same liberties and making sure they are distributed equally. The second principle is the veil of ignorance, but don't let that term fool you to think it's negative here. When starting at square one, you're faced with a clean slate as to which you build your society upon. This means you don't know a political person's gender, race, talents, disabilities, age, social status, and all that malarkey. As such, not knowing these individual aspects of people, there is no discrimination. You can make sure that social and economic sources are available to everyone equally. And this position is what the veil of ignorance means. By following these 2 principles in order, everyone is in the same situation, adopting the one society which leads to everyone cooperating to live together. But in the essence of equality here, this new society needs to be available to everyone. In a nutshell, when you put these 2 principles together, you start at square one with a clean slate and make decisions without any discrimination, which helps form an equal society accessible to everyone. So going back to Omni-Man, wanting to conquer Earth and create a Viltrum society, do you think he is ethically correct under John Rawls' branch of social contract theory? Well, based on the first principle of the original position, we know that Omni-Man came to Earth from Viltrum to start to create a Viltrum society. He did not know anything about Earth or individual aspects of the people. So, to be fair, we can argue here that he was faced with a clean slate, and as such, he would meet the first principle here. Following on to the second principle of the veil of ignorance, we know that Omni-Man has lived on Earth for at least 17 years, as this is how old his son Mark is when his powers start to manifest. For 17 years, he got to know different human beings, know their race, gender, talents, age, and all that. He even fostered friendships and had a family on Earth, so whether he was faking or not, that don't matter. He got to know people and their individual aspects. In addition to all of that, in his quest for conquering Earth and replacing it with a Viltrum society, he killed innocents and people he thought would stand in his way, such as the original guardians of the globe. So by knowing individual aspects of humans, he cannot lay claim to the veil of ignorance. And by killing people and superheroes, he's automatically not creating an equal society that everyone can have access to. So, Omni-Man fails with the second principle here. So going back to our main question, does Omni-Man's aim to create a Viltrum society on Earth make him good or evil? Well, we can conclude that under John Rawls' version of social contract theory, Omni-Man is indeed an evil person. And after all that, which character and scenario would you like me to philosophise and ethically analyse next? Let me know either in the comments down below or reach out to me on my social media at Stef the Alter Nerd on Twitter or Instagram. Subscribe for more, because there's going to be more. Like, share, all of that good stuff. And until the next time, you guys, laters.